Hey. Hey. What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Emke. Watashi wa back desu. That's right. Back at it again. With episode 6 today, I think. It should be. Maybe that's wrong. But I'm pretty sure it's right. So, yep. Gotta get me game up. One moment. Huh. Oh no, I fucked up my cables. I just fixed my cables, great. But yeah. Nice little late post-9 stream on a Sunday. Ain't that something? Feels so good to be back. Gruppo! Nice. But yeah, I haven't been doing all too much. I did some this and that. Some work on my epic stream project here. Very nice, very nice. Looks good, looks good. Oi. Load. That one. Oh man. I wasn't really sure if I should do this today or tomorrow or Monday. But it was like a if you're gonna do this, probably like today. Because tomorrow, I don't know. Things always could get a little bit wacky, and I spent quite a lot of time working on my other projects recently. So it was like I might need a bit of a break of that. I watched like a lot of weird stuff recently as well, so a bit of a weird visual novel will surely fix me right up. Or something like that. It is what it is, it is what it is. Plus, yeah, plus I'm feeling kinda rested today. A little bit, in a way. Which is not all that unusual, but yesterday, because it wasn't really Halloween anymore, because I didn't watch one on Halloween, I watched a bit of a scary movie, yo. Some weird Tokyo fish attack from Junji Ito. Very pog, very pog. And that was nice and all. But after that I kinda just spent like 2 hours walking through the interwebs and looking at what people had to say and stuff. I just came across some really weird people who just had me very confused and stuff, so it was like, huh. That's weird and all, and like crazy that people like this are around. But yeah. And then there's me playing Nukitashi. Very nice. Anyway though. Enough. Whatever that was even supposed to be. More load existing save data, please. That's just what I need. Yep. Look Scooby, look Scooby. All nice and dandy and stuff. Or whatever. Oh, by the way, something else that I kind of looked into, since I have been having I have a new phone for a while now. I was like, couldn't I do this VTuber thing as well? Wouldn't that be something? But I'm not really sure yet, and it was more like a isn't this like possible type thing, and I was like, yeah, kind of is. But it would kind of mean that I would have to like either take what I have and make even more out of it to make like a proper model, or use one of those like other silly tools to enhance what I have. And I was like, that just seems like a little bit more work than I'd like to do. But yeah, anyway. Back to Junnosuke VT. Or Asane VT, I guess. She would probably be a bit more likely to stream. If I had to think on that, that is. Because Junnosuke only has like 2 screens, right? That's kind of an L-streamer setup. And he spends his time doing quite a lot of other things instead. And isn't as much on the computer. So, I don't know, does that make sense? Surely it does. But okay, day not 6, but episode 6. There's no school today. Big stuff coming, maybe? Let's find out. May as well make the most of it and work on my hobbies. Literally just like me, for real. Very nice. Taking a seat in my cheap desk chair, I boot up my PC. Also gone. I fire up my modeling software and my web browser. Oh. Then I navigate to a certain online community site I have bookmarked. The site's name? FabChat. Because of course, people who are modeling their own tools and devices would of course be coming together in this FabChat community and exchange their knowledge and all that stuff. Just as everyone would probably expect. A place where gentlemen and ladies can gather together through their love of the act of onanism. Yep. I click on one of my own recent submissions. This one did some mad decent numbers, I see. A lot of good comments too. Very nice. A grin spreads across my face as I look at all the likes and replies I've gotten. Man, maybe he could be a streamer. Maybe he could be. I didn't know he was sharing his stuff with the people. And that he was like so smug about getting likes and comments and stuff for his creations. Like, whoa. That's kinda neat. I wish I was him now. Maybe not for my stream stuff right now, but someday when I'm a brand name within the sculpting sphere or whatever. Except, as I've mentioned previously, I think it's probably not gonna happen because AI is just gonna be like, you think you're crazy? look what I can do with like a handful of prompts, man. Yeah, off to the 3D printer we go, and then unlucky, man. A little bit too late for that dream to be fulfilled. Yippee! Anyway, I don't just create sex sleeves, but I upload the 3D model files online as well. This one's been pretty popular, and it has its share of fans. And of course, a few of them are quite, shall we say, enthusiastic. Mizuhiki_A at Jun_Fapist. Okay. Your sex sleeve brought me so much pleasure, I thought my hog was gonna melt. More, please. XDDD. Sounds about right. This fellow with the handle Mizuhiki-A has almost pious levels of praise for me. Oh, he's giving me another daily fab report on my sex sleeve. What a great fabist. I nod to myself. I feel all warm and fuzzy inside, knowing the sex sleeve I created helps so many people masturbate. Ain't that nice? Right, let's get this one finished now. A new sex sleeve takes form in the cheap 3D printer. It's complete, at last. What did you invent this time, Hakase? Just put out a new model of sex sleeve, actually. Dang, you're just cranking them out. Like vaporwave mixtapes, yo. Sure, buddy. I proudly parade the completed sex sleeve in front of my sister's face. That sounds a little bit weird, considering she probably, like, I mean, she can't use it, right? Nice flex or whatever, I don't know. Oh, what perfect contours and colors, and how fuckable that vagina is inside. You've done it again, Annie. Impressive. Impressive, isn't it? I am so proud to be your sister. Sure. Whatever, man. Look at this here new sex sleeve I made, Imoto. Isn't it impressive? And then she's like, most impressive indeed. I know. Nice. Oh, cut it out. You're making me blush here. I won't let down such a pocket pool artist, or PP artist for short, so I've made a little something for you myself. Nani? What could that be? Made something? Do you mean? Yep, my new fapping support software. I've heard of those things once or twice before, and I don't really got the idea, to be honest. Apparently there are some Bluetooth devices which make a bit more sense in that case, in a way. But just generally they're kinda like, I don't know, man, like, need this? Is this necessarily, like, what's the point? I don't get it. She pulls out a small object. I thought it's software. That's weird. It's a screen I designed to increase one's immersion while viewing porn. I replaced TFT structure behind the glass with TZT. And while it's still a liquid crystal display, you can fold it freely. That's crazy tech. Foldable screens, those exist as well. But they're kinda more like a niche thing, I think. But they do exist, yo! You can effectively wrap the display around your field of vision, thus increasing your level of immersion. On top of that, the power consumption is controlled by low-frequency drive technology, amounting to much greater battery longevity, which you can spend indulging in plenty of porno vids. Obviously. While I created the outer enclosure through 3D printing, my printer's a bit too entry-level to handle the liquid crystal and whatnot that would go inside. That's where Asa helped out. She managed to procure some good-as new liquid crystal from sorting through rejected prototypes which belong to some foreign country's research lab. That sounds almost sketchy. Government level tech, but yeah, sure. Wait a sec. You know I'm a hardware guy, and that software is basically Greek to me. Did you? Yep. I created an app on my tablet that allows me to upload a program to it through a network connection. Behold. Okay. Holy. Whoa. The impact of the eroge images unfolding before my eyes takes my breath away. Incredible. It's like that heroin getting... It's like that heroin getting done doggy style while looking behind her is looking directly at me. Very nice. Ecchi movie. Can you imagine what this could do for 3D porn? Great Scott! It would be just like I'm having a threesome with the guy and the girl in an amateur porno. What do you think, bro? With this, I would be able to elevate my art to god tier levels. Yeah, this is just one more part of what you need to take your sex sleeves to true artisanal quality. You know me too well. I would expect no less from my bloodkin. Yep. It's all because I've got no end of respect for you and your products, bro. They are most exquisite. These sorts of development teams are common. You see one person create the proposed hardware and the other creating the necessary software. I'm not a right-brainer, so I don't have the creativity to come up with something like this. Well, I would say your passion about sex-related stuff more than makes up for it. It's all because I took after you. Perfect. Imoto, ski. Love you too, bro. Warm embrace time? Yep. Of course. We warmly embrace as kindred souls. Very nice. I'm gonna produce this today and enjoy me one hell of a luxurious wank. Yep. That's exactly how I talk to my sister as well. I don't, but, you know, I'm gonna pretend or whatever. Keep my image up and stuff. Crank that hawk till your balls run dry, my dude. We share a connection that transcends the bonds of mere siblings. Perhaps we shared a connection like this in a past life as well. I am so glad this girl is my sister. Ho. Hello, you two home right now? Says Nanase, who just joined the fray, I suppose. Wee! Huh? Both of them. That voice, is that Nanase? That's right. Today's another housekeeping service day. And that's a problem? Oh, wait. Okay, but why is she already inside our house? Just so you know, the front door was unlocked, so I let myself in. Kinda careless of y'all, if you ask me. Oi, can you guys hear me? Are you in your rooms, or have you gone out? I hear her footsteps approaching. Springing into action, I lower the shutter on the glass case in my dresser which holds all my sex sleeves. I mean, that makes sense, but like... that's that kind of crazy tech that's like, whoa. You're displaying them all in like a glass case. But then, of course, just in case, you know, you have a shutter on it, so that if someone were to come over, you could just, you know, hide them real quick. But, yeah. This makes it look like just an ordinary dresser drawer. Then I close the shutter on the rack of eroge and porn movies under my bed. Shit, I left the eggs out. I hurriedly stuffed the consumer-type egg-shaped sex sleeves into the pockets of my uniform. However, the porn monitor is still proudly on exhibit and facing the door. Quick, Nasa, kill the display. It will be trouble if she sees it. Crap, I can't turn it off. What? Hey, it's not accepting any commands from my app. Wait, now it's got some error dialog box up, and, well, that's great, now I can't even use the app, man. Seriously, now what? Come on, bro, do something. Just pull the cord or, like, turn it off manually, man. It's SMH, using an app to turn off your display. Shaking my head. Ah, you're the one who made the software. You made the hardware, dum-dum. Just do something. No, you try and bring me something with fewer bugs than a damn rainforest. I wanted to show you the moment I got it working, so it's not my fault. If anything, it's your dumb virgin ass that's to blame. You irresponsible little shit. I will kill your ass. Grrr. Big Angie. If I die, I'm taking you with me, dipshit. As if to make a total mockery of the warm embrace we shared just a minute earlier, we end up quite literally at each other's throats.
今の声、やっぱり部屋にいるのね。お願いしたいことがあるんだけど。
I can hear you both. Why didn't you tell me you were home? I have a favor I need to ask. Her footsteps draw ever closer. Ah, this isn't looking good.
どうするどうしよう。アプリは完全に挙動がおかしいからどうにもならないし、電源を落とすにしてもハードにその機能が備わってないから。
What do I do now? The app's completely ignoring me, and even if I just try to force a shutdown, it won't affect the hardware. The hardware? Wait, that's it.
ねえ、ジュン。あれ、アサちゃんも二人で何してたの？
Yo, Jun. Oh, I see Asa is here too. What are you guys up to? Huh? Oh, nothing much. Right, sis?
新作の液晶について実物を用いた検証とそれらがもたらす工業的恩恵並びに相互連関性を持つ経済的影響とその考察を行ってたんだよね、兄。
Oh man. I wish I could, but I can't read that fast. Or talk that fast. God damn it. Just testing out the latest technological advances in LCD panels sold up in real-world use and admiring the companies which produce them while considering the reciprocal effects they're having on the economy. Isn't that right, bro? That was kinda good, actually. Damn. Yeah, the reciproc. He doesn't know that word either. Whatever she said. Very nice.
難しいこと考えるのね。なんかこの部屋変な音がしない？
Is that a fact? Sounds pretty complicated to me. Wait, do you guys hear something strange coming from this room? Maybe it's just a massive crowd of people outside all screwing their brains out.
あら、この大きなプラスチックの塊は何？
Oh, what's this big rolled up lump of plastic here? Don't touch that, woman.
なんなの？
Why not? It will explode. Okay.
主に兄の股間が。
Bro's crotch even more so.
めちゃくちゃ危険物じゃないの。そんなものがなんで普通の男の子の部屋にあるのよ。
Isn't that like crazy dangerous? Why would something like that be in a guy's bedroom? A man's gotta have what a man's gotta have, okay?
むしろ大抵の男子の家にはあるんですよ。
If anything, I think most guys would have something like that in their bedrooms. Plastic explosives? C4? Maybe?
仲良しね、あんたたち。ま、そういうことなら触らないでおくけど。
You two sure do sync up well. Well, anyway, I won't touch it if you're that insistent. She stands up from crouching and puts her hands on her hips.
ごめんね。ちょっと立花兄弟にお願いしたいことがあったのよ。晩の材料でコンソメスープの素がなくなっちゃって。
Sorry, but I have a favor to ask of you guys. I'm short of ingredients for the consomme soup. What? Consomme soup? I'm doing for dinner. Consomme soup? Yush.
ポトフを作って置いとこうと思ったんだけど、肝心のコンソメキューブを忘れちゃって。悪いんだけど買ってきてくれる？
I was thinking I would do pot au feu today, perchance. But I forgot the consomme cubes, and I need those to make it. If you wouldn't mind, could you go buy some for me? Pot au feu. Pot au feu? Nani? Sure, probably.
そう、ポトフ。
Pot au feu? Wait, again?
そう、ポトフ。
Pot au feu?
食べたことない？
Okay. Yes, pot or feu. You haven't had it before? No. Is that one of Pol Pot's relatives? Who is Pol Pot? Food can't commit genocide. That's probably a good thing. Okay, so all we gotta do is go buy consomme, right? Sorry to ask, Asa. Could you take care of that for me? Leave it to me. I'll buy up all the consomme in the neighborhood. I don't need that much. Hey, not so fast there, Asane. I guess I would feel better if you went with her, Jun. We need to discuss this first, actually. It's important to know how much you will need, down to the gram. If you just go into a store looking for consomme, they can just charge you whatever. That's how they screw you over. You know better than your sissy is slick. Never fear, Nanase. I've got an egg for this shit. I used my parents' inheritance to bet on Azuki bean futures. It's probably supposed to be some sort of stock or whatever, but Azuki bean futures? Doesn't sound crazy reliable if you ask me, but I wouldn't know. Didn't your parents only pass away a little while ago, though? Oh, we had it pretty tough back then. I lost 1,000,000 yen or so on the forex. You screwed yourself good in only a few months. Then after that, there was an eccentric king in some country I forget the name of who ended up abdicating, and before I knew it, I turned a prophet again. What? Nigerian prince type stuff, except it worked out somehow? An eccentric king in some country I forget the name of ended up abdicating. Well, whatever. Prophet. Very nice. I don't even want to try to figure out how you turn that prophet. Nanasa face palms and shakes her head. Potofu? Look, I don't need very much consomme to make a potofu. Don't get so hung up about it. Really? I'm gonna need like one thing of it, not two, one. Oh, and when I say one thing, I don't mean a whole box full of it. Just one little packet will do. But what if there's like a 25% discount on a whole box, and we could just buy like a year's supply of consomme cubes at once? That saves us having to make multiple risky trips within the next year, and we're getting a good deal on them as well. So we save money, time outside, which is risky. Maybe in a year from now they don't even produce them anymore. That would be terrible. You need to consider these factors, man. SMH. Jeez, you don't have to spell it out like that. Yeah, we're not little kids. You were fixing to buy out entire stores for it, so I beg to differ. Well, anyway, you need this consumer stuff in order to make dinner, right? Yeah, that. I hate having to ask this of my employer, but would you mind? Alright, fine. I normally wouldn't do anything for a stupid preppy fuck slut, but I can make an exception for dinner. When I want an editorial from you, I'll ask for it. Right. Mind coming along with me, Asa? It's dangerous to go alone. Don't care. If it means I can be useful to Nanase even once. I'll kick down that door and get the shit done right away. Because we are, of course, her #1 fan, right? Hehe. That's quite the motivation you got there. Right. I'll stay here and take care of tidying up the place. Take care now. You got it. Oi! Asa, make sure you tie your shoes right. We can't have you tripping and hurting yourself. I suppose this isn't that far from asking little kids to run an errand after all. Yes! Yes! Consomme cube. Or, cleaning, I guess. Nukitashi! Whoa. We're back. Sigh. I'm beat from trying to avoid all the perverted sex again. I call out to Nanase as soon as we get home. The consomme has been acquired. Thanks. Could you bring it here? Hai, tadaima! Very nice. The plastic shopping bag rustling in her hands, my sister heads over to where Nanase is. It looks like I'm not needed. Guess I'll just chill in my room until dinner is ready. It's nice and tidy in here. Nanase said she would do anything. Me when I'm reading that. A shame. Nanase said she would do the remaining cleaning just before we left. Just as promised, she's cleaned all the way up to the end of the hall. Amazing. Sasuga. Sugoi desu. And so on and so forth. Honestly, I'm glad to have her around. Nanase is quite diligent and conscientious. I would say she's more than earned her pay for the week. Definitely a dependable girl. Yeah, I'm definitely glad we have her around. Yippee! I'd love her to keep doing this all the time for us. What the? What? Stepping into my room, I suddenly feel an intense unease. There isn't a speck of dust around, and everything smells clean and fresh. The whole room's been tidied up. Impossible. How could this have happened? I didn't do this. I'm not the sort to leave my stuff all over the place to start with, but it's still noticeably tidier in here. The bed in particular looks immaculate, with brand new sheets. It looks pretty comfy. But alas, none of those things are currently occupying my full attention. That honor would go to the massive collection of sex sleeves and porn videos lined up neatly on top of my desk with frightening precision. Oh no. Nanase! What the fuck did you do, man? You are not my fucking mother. You preppy slut. And whatnot. I don't know. Nani? どういうこと? Why even bother trying to stifle your laughing? Go ahead, laugh it up, bitch. Come on, Jun. I'm impressed how far you went to hide that stuff. You can't deny that's pretty funny. How'd you even find that shit? I busted my ass trying to hide it. Oh please. It was so obvious. Come on, under the bed and behind the dresser? You try cleaning a room without getting in those spots? Classic mistake. SMH. Don't give me that. You could have at least acted like they weren't there, right? Right? Well, weren't you the one who said you weren't interested in anything sex-related, friendo? Well, God, you are just a laugh and a half. Well, you knock it off with the smart-ass comments, you conniving little twat. My anger sees as Nanasa doubles over with high fucking hilarity. Hill fucking hilarity. Whatever. Huh? What is it, bro? What's going on? Oh, it's nothing. Really? Get a lot of this, Asa. I discovered your brother's prized collection of hidden sex items. Silly. Fuck you, you brain dead whore. I can see you doing all the shit they do in the most extreme video in there. Extreme? The worst I saw on there was softcore S&M. And the rest was literally all vanilla romantic stuff. Casual. SMH. Urgh. Women. I can't believe she did this to me. Such humiliation. Seriously, Jun, you're such a precious little cinnamon roll. Can I, like, pat your head? Fuck, I'm so fucking pissed. I can't even get the words out. Yo, Asa, you're the one who knows how to argue. Would be great if you stuck up for me a little right now. Okay. I see. That's not a bad fantasy, actually. Nanasa finding my stash of adult goods and stroking my chin when she finds I'm interested in it, then having her way with my body while I'm unable to resist. That sounds nice. What? Then she could smile to me sweetly and say, if you're interested in this stuff, how about trying it out? And she would reach to my honeypot to feel that it's already damp across my clothes, and I would... You're literally fucking useless, you know that. Here her brother is dealing with ultimate suffering, and my sister pulls this shit. Like, my room was intruded into and cleaned without my asking, and she still wants to get lost in her fantasies. This dizzy twist got no fucking shame. The only saving grace about this is that her little fapping support program was not discovered. I mean... Let's see about that, shall we? No mention of it. Maybe that's a good thing. Now. No need to be so cranky. The pot of food is ready now, so let's dig in. There's even garlic bread today too. Yummy garlic bread. Me like. Yummy bread. Big yummers. She promptly sets out the meal and invites us to sit. Yippee! Ume. Oh. Glad to hear it. Jun, what you thinking, huh? Delicious as fuck, man. Let's go! Oh, come on. You're still acting all pissy. More fucking garlic bread. Chop, chop! Right. I made lots of it, so just help yourself. It's literally on the table right here, you know. Shit. Now what? I was so pissed off, but she goes and creates such a delicious meal. I can't even stay mad. Nukitashi! Christ. What a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Indeed, a most terrible, horrible, no good, very bad day. Indeed. Indeed. Oops, my bad. The street is bathed in the glow of the twilight sun. Nanas and I are walking together. So, says the guy who's walking me home again. Don't be stupid. Who'd give the time of day to a slut like you? I have some business at the post office over that way. I see. Well, if you say so, then... I'm still muttering complaints as I talk to her, but I've already accepted just how much I got owned. Sorry for teasing you today. Yeah, right. I bet you don't even feel bad about it. It was just a little practical joke, but your response was much sweeter than I would have expected. Way to literally prove me right. All women are evil, man. This whole existence is a blemish on my life or whatever. But of course. Gomen. It won't happen again. I won't enter your room from now on without your permission. She words it like a promise. To that end, she's probably serious about it. She's not the type to back out of a promise. I know that all too well, even from just the short while we have known each other. You better not be lying. I sure as hell can't trust a slut. Huh. What then? You planning on giving me the sack and hiring someone else to do the housekeeping? I would love to, but unfortunately my sister could practically die of love for you. You hold any brotherly grudges against me for that? Just a little, but still. I can't exactly deny that my sister's acting much more cheerful than she was before you came around. Since we lost our parents, she's been brooding and weeping. But Nanas' influence has been powerful enough to bring back the old Asane. And not just on the surface either. Cooking delicious meals for us, keeping our place tidy, doing all that unconsciously serves to take a weight off our shoulders. Ever since we had a dependable older sister figure show up, it's been a huge boon for Asane, both mentally and emotionally. Naruhodo. Older sister figure, huh? Oji-chan. Interesting, interesting. I doubt any older brother could make that happen all on his own. Thanks, Nanasa. You have been a great help.
あんたに正面切って言われるとなんだか照れるけど、本当に朝ちゃんのことが大切なのね、純は。
You're kinda making me blush, just coming out and telling me that. I can tell just how much you treasure your sister, Jun. Junnosuke. She stares off into the distance. She's right. Asane is my precious little sister. Most precious. Indeed. I always want her to feel safe. I always want to see her stupid grinning face. However, she's going to be in some awful danger herself before long. Huh? What do you mean by that? You know, the pill that's distributed to local residents for long-term use, right? Well, it's just about to take effect for her. So it's almost been 2 weeks, huh? The acceptable safeguard she had protecting her till now will cease to exist. From here on out, she's going to know the full extent of the dangers of this island. The embargo on Asane officially ends in 2 days. 12 days. Already, to be exact. I don't know if I'll be able to get this map finished before then. Hell, I don't even know if there will be any meaning in it for much longer.
あれは全部朝ちゃんのために？
You're doing all that for Asa-chan? Oh my goodness. I never would have guessed. I haven't explored all possible routes, and even if I did, it doesn't mean we will be able to continue escaping. I haven't even mapped out the entire interior of the school. On top of that, it will be summer soon. On Sedan Island, in more than one sense, it's the hottest season of the year. The number of people seeking perverted sex will increase in summer. As the number of people increase, the likelihood of them demanding sex will increase. Because, of course, there will probably be an increase in SHO guards patrolling as well. All those things mean it's about to get a lot more dangerous around here. Plus, it's a fact that she likes girls. Non-normative sexual orientations like that aren't even remotely considered by the people of this island. Even if she ends up in a threesome, it's absolutely going to be het stuff. As in hetero stuff? Nanny? H-E-T. Stuff. And they certainly don't consider people like me who want to avoid procreative activities. I can understand prioritizing the majority for financial reasons. But what I can't accept is not just the deliberate exclusion of minorities, but also pretending that they don't even exist. Aye. Now things are getting quite political, huh? Oh no. Hence why I refuse to accept this perverted sex law. I'm going to protect my pride and my sister's identity no matter what. Jun. That's crazy. What? That's the plan, and I have every intent of succeeding. However, I have to do something. But in reality, all I can do is run away. In shame and tears. Basking in the pain of my own faults and shortcomings. The helplessness of my own being, or whatever. I don't know. Pain. Can I really protect her? Even I can't say for sure. Right, so there's a connection to the school building from here. From here? Where would that be? After school I returned to the school grounds again, devoting myself to creating an escape route map. It's strangely calm today. The place is deserted and there's nary a moan or other noise to be heard. Apparently there's a cock paper scissors event going on at Lootland today. Cock paper scissors, huh? Ow, 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 ow. We gaming. We gaming indeed. Still don't have a chat. But Okaeri nasai, LKS-kun. Hi. Turns out if I want to edit my chat thing to YouTube, then I gotta sign into the website again. And I can't do that because my account is currently still not accessible again. I could make a new account, but imagine having like 2 accounts just to like edit a bit of a chat window. But yeah, scissors beats cock. Cock, paper, scissors. How exactly does cock do anything here? Kind of weird indeed, huh? Indeed, indeed. Rock crushes cock, paper wraps around cock, scissors do even worse things to cock. Kinda sounds like a losing matchup. But then again, that's kind of what some people are into, eh? Yeah, Lootland event, very nice. And all the Minutsuki Academy students have evidently gone there. Of course, it's a special event for the FS as well, so more than half their members are deployed there. They've probably only got 1 squad patrolling there here, right now. The FS is made up of a number of squads. Direct combat, long-range support, transport, communications, supply, and so on. They are practically an army with the way they're structured. Imagine you're on like perverted sex island, and then the direct combat squad is running after you, and while you're on the run, the long range support is just scouting you out and like setting traps for you. And they already have like a transport with backup on the go to catch you on the next intersection, because the communications are so crazy. And they're never gonna run out of stamina because they're just supplied that well, man. Or whatever. Long range support though. Get sniped or whatever. Boom, headshot. There are always 2 squads deployed within the school to maintain public order, so the surveillance is quite intense. But since there are hardly any students left at the school right now, only about half of them are here at the moment. Sai, desu ne. The school feels unusually desolate right now, much like a park after the end of a festival. Am I actually starting to get used to this island? Ay. Nah, not a chance. I shake my head and press the elevator button. Wait, they have an elevator? There are elevators on both the east and west ends of Minutsuki Academy. Eastal, Westal. Naruhodo. With the recent push to make buildings more accessible, they are a fairly recent addition to the building. Yeah, okay. Now it's starting to piss me off though. We have inclusion for people in wheelchairs and stuff like that. You know? And I can't run because I might just end up rupturing someone's bell end or whatever. But my sister can't have sex with other females. I see what you're doing, and I'm not a fan of it. Evil stuff. Evil stuff. Or whatever. Well, the students are permitted to use them. You can't fuck especially roughly in them. It's a rule in place to prevent damage to the elevators. Oh really? Oh really? This dumbass elevator has more rights than I do? Or, my sister, I mean. That's crazy. SMH. So real, so real. How could they? And fuck in an elevator, man. So most people generally avoid using them, unless they're into doing it in an elevator. Any elevator fetishists in chat? Hands up, or whatever? What the heck? Yeah, I like it. Nice and chill in the elevator. As for me though, I use them pretty often to get down to the first floor. See, there's a little bit of a pro and a con here. Pros, it's a little bit of a safe zone. Not in particular, but like, people are required or supposed to be a little bit more gentle in there. And generally, people seem to be avoiding them because it's more like a, you know, I don't want anyone to tell me what, how I'm thrusting my shit or whatever. But at the same time, unless it's like a glass elevator, which has not been stated here, I get in, and first of all, like, if it comes up, and it's like metal doors and you can't see through them, you don't know what's going on, you know? But at that point you still have like the option to like, pretend you weren't like waiting for it and just like, you know, okay, this is like bad, I'm taking an alternative route. But then once you get in, and, you know, doors close, you go down, you don't know what's waiting for you. The doors open and like, intravaginal bucket, whatever relay could be happening right outside. That would be terrible, probably. So, bit of a pro, bit of a con. I get it. I don't know. Elevator be bouncing up and down. A little, I guess. I myself actually don't really like elevators that much. They're kinda scary. I don't like it. Especially if you hear about how sometimes they just get stuck. And while they're not like particularly dangerous or anything, because they just get stuck and don't just crash 10 stories like into the ground, ending you in the process. But they just get stuck and then you're stuck for like hours in there until someone actually comes around and fixes shit back up. Like, that's kind of fucked. But yeah, I don't know. It's not that bad anymore, I think, but also I haven't really been in one for a while. It depends on the type of elevator as well. If it's like an old, tiny one that's like really bouncy and bumpy and whatnot, that makes a lot of noise, that's like, whoa. I'll just take the stairs, man, okay? But, you know. Anyway, being scared of elevators is horror pro tag mentality. Is it? I can't really say much about it. I'm like thinking and I'm like, Usually people take like the stairs and then they like trip 20 times and it's like, bro, what are you doing? But on the alternative, it's like, they really want to take the elevator and they're pressing the button 20 times and they're just standing there waiting while the big bad guy is slowly approaching them because he's nice and respectful. And then you're stuck again in like this closed room, basically, hoping that it's fast enough and stuff. Door opens, monster pops you or something. I mean, again, that's technically that's an option, but if that's the case, you can still run away and stuff, right? The problem is getting out. Imagine you're going down an elevator and then the doors open and there's just like a dude with a gun and you're like, oh. Well, hello there. I am kind of stuck in this here elevator. Please do not enter or, you know. That would suck. But, yeah. Junuske be like. As for me though, I use them pretty often to get down to the first floor. Yup. Both elevators are close to the exits, making them very useful when trying to escape. Another upside. Though the hard part comes after that. Which would probably be all the FS guards outside. The elevators just get me closer to the front gate, so it's not addressing the main issue at hand. Yep. FS guards are always stationed at the front entrance. My most important gambit right now is finding an easy route to the rear gate. Or alternatively an easy route through the front gate, but that seems tricky to pull off. I mean, you can always just jump through the window and hope that you don't break both of your ankles. Which probably... I wonder if that would be good. Just use like the most physically dangerous route. And just hope you don't get injured, but even if you do get injured, they probably still can't do anything to you because they still gotta like consider your health and stuff. And that way you also get out of school for a little bit. And even your sister can make up excuses to like leave early or come in late because, oh yeah, I had to, you know, we don't have parents, so I had to go see my brother in the hospital, right? Make sure he's cranking it properly. Whatever. Unless they are like nursing you back to health in sketchy ways in the hospital as well, then that could be a problem, I suppose. I don't know. We have made do with our little Snog and Lovebirds avoidance plan so far. Use. Emke pro tip, get hospitalized. I know that's right. I mean, again, the entire scenario is just kind of like... okay. But let's say there's no other option, which seems to be the case. What the fuck do you do? And if you hurt yourself, you know, since I can't run in the hallways because I might injure someone while they're doing it, then surely they would prioritize my well-being over me having a bunch of breeding sex or whatever. So, just saying, you know, just saying. It's an idea, it's an idea. But that's not going to cut it anymore. Yeah, they're noticing, and they're coming after you. They're being like, it's been almost 2 weeks and you've only done it with your sister, man. Sassy. Having sex only with selected partners is a punishable offense on this island. I won't be able to use the cover of allegedly having perverted sex with my sister anymore. Okay. That sounds so bad, man. Above all, Asa's 2-week embargo expires tomorrow. But that's why we're doing the prep work, so get to it. The pill will take effect for her, so she won't have the right to refuse sex from anyone else. Just being in the school will put her in danger. I absolutely have to get this shit done. I'm going to protect my sister if it kills me. I'm going to get this escape route map completed. And above all, I'm going to keep my pride intact. Huh, what's this? I slip my hand into my pocket and feel something inside. Pulling it out, I find it to be an egg-shaped object. Oh yeah, one of the egg-shaped objects we hid in our uniform earlier. I remember. Didn't know I brought an egg with me. This is one of those well-known sex sleeves you can buy on the mainland. The so-called egg. And why the mainland? Surely you can get them here as well. Or, well, actually, since that would be a solo, single, sexual type activity or whatever, it does actually kinda make sense if they wouldn't have them here, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Moving on. It comes with its own loop pre-applied and is designed for single-use scenarios. The insides can be pretty fancy, but they do their job. This is often like something that people mention whenever they talk about them. And I know I just said that, but I really mean like all the VTuber ladies that I'm watching. When they're talking about the stuff, they're always like, wait a minute. You buy like this massive like Tenga type thing, or like an egg or whatever, and it's single use? And at the first couple times I always had like that exact same reaction as well, because like, yeah, you're buying like this like whole thing, and it's like single use? That's weird. That's weird. Like, surely you could, like, clean it and take care of it and just reuse it a couple times, maybe? But the main problem would really just be that it's, like, incredibly wasteful, right? So, like, I don't know about those egg things, but, like, yeah, I don't know. No clue what I'm getting at here either. Just wanted to point that out, huh? That's often like a bit of a weird point for us foreigners. You can adjust the internal pressure inside very finely, so it's a perfect tool for both amateur and veteran fabists alike. That said though, this is actually a copy I produced myself as practice. Another one of our artisanal products. Single use, so be sure to buy more. Yeah, that would sound more profitable. But there are indeed models and versions that are reusable. Not sure for how many times, or you know, if that's even like, you know, but like, if they're single use and they're kind of expensive and a little bit wasteful and all that, why wouldn't I just opt for something more high tier? You know, wouldn't be as wasteful, probably saves me a lot of money in the long run, and I don't know. I don't really know too much about this, haha. But considering that he said that he just that's one of those that he made himself, wouldn't you make things to be reusable, like, as well? If you're making them yourself, right? I don't know. It just seems a little weird, you know. I guess you can just 3D print more, to be honest, but again, it just seems like such a waste. Practice though, so it's a prototype. Having taken a liking to its craftsmanship, I made a number of them in different colors. Great. Though I could never quite get the amount of loop you need for ideal use correct, replicating the original was quite a bit trickier than I expected. Oh. So isn't that easy after all, huh? Trying to get it perfect was nerve-wracking, right up to the last moment. Oh, right. I do remember sticking this in my uniform pocket before. Nanasa was coming into my room, so I had to hide it somewhere quick. And then all that effort in vain. Because she just cleaned our room anyway and then, like, laughed in our face. Haha. Virgin. Lul. Man, I can only wonder what they would have said if there was another inspection today. Oh shit. Huh. I quickly jump into the janitor's closet. Someone's coming. Fortunately, it's completely safe, since there's no beautification committee member in here. That would be crazy, by the way. It's generally a little bit crazy, like, already, if you think about it, like, if you're in the cack closet, cleaning all the dicks and stuff. Like, you're just sitting there in the dark in a closet that has like a hole in the door. Just, you know, for cleaning slash beautification purposes. And imagine you have like a shift after school. You just get pushed into the fucking cack closet. And you're just sitting there. For God knows how long. Until your shift's over or whatever. Like, bro. Please, just let me out, man. I can't do this without being inside of this thing, okay? Like, what the hell? That would be crazy. Ah, there it is. I peer out through the hole made for cock insertion. Oh, it's fuck. It's fuck. She's the class rep, which is Ichil, or whatever. Again, probably still wrong, but head says, yep, that's the one, man, that's the one. So smart. There's an FS member quietly carrying out her patrol. I hear her footsteps gradually disappear into the distance. Phew, that was a close one. I think that was class rep Hanamaru. / Ran Hanamaru. She is supposed to be my classmate, and yet I have no idea what she would say if she found me alone. Can't even trust the people in my own class around here. Gotta say, it's a pretty lonely existence when everyone's gunning for you. The FS are still patrolling the place, so I need to be careful while I search for any escape routes. Damn it, I'm already running out of time as it is. I try to quell my impatience. I just hope I can find a safe way to the rear gate from here. If such a route could be found, I would be able to get home safely without issue. Hopefully this one. I'll be able to keep my sister safe that way. Whoa. Aggressive. Nah, idaro. Answer me, bitch. My ears prick up. What was that? My frustration is overwhelmed by surprise. Come on, like I said, not right now. I can hear voices from somewhere. Sounds like it's coming from this classroom. I sneak around quietly and peek inside. Bro is so angry. Time after time, you always turn me down. What's your excuse, huh? I can see a male student with an imposing physique looming down on a girl. Evidently, he's angry about being turned down for sex. Damn, that's a little bit too real, to be honest, but and the girl he's yelling at is... Oh, heck. You're here as well. Nanase? Nani? From all appearances, it looks like she was the one to turn him down. Yeah, I wanted to have perverted doskebe sex with you at the Lootland event, and you fucking stood me up. Left me waiting around there like a goddamn tool. Grr. Woman.
いえ、でも約束してたわけじゃないでしょ。今日は私にも先約があって。
But they never specifically said that I would meet you there. Besides, I had a prior engagement today.
そんなの関係ねえだろ。セックスを求められたら応じる当然のことだろうがよ。ああ
Don't fuck with me. A guy asks for sex around here. He's entitled to fucking get it. Capiche? Brr. Male student A be like. Nanase just shrugs in the face of his abuse.
ね、また今度にしましょう。近いうちに時間作るから、その時にでも。
Come on. We'll save it for next time, alright? I'll make the time for it soon, so...
そうやって毎回はぐらかしてんじゃねえかよ。
You've told me next time a million goddamn times already.
学園一のビッチだからってお高く止まりやがって。ふざけんなよ
Damn. You think you can be all high and mighty with me just because you're the school's biggest slut? Well, fuck you, man. Gaslight queen. Ah. Oh no. How are we going to help her, though? Are we going to help her? I wonder. Whoa. Violence. The guy abruptly pushes Nanase down. There's a loud clamor of desks toppling over.
ちょっと、何すんの？やめてよ！
Yo, wait, what are you doing? Stop it.
ビッチがお高く止まってんじゃねえよ。てめえもすっかりその気でマンコぐしょぐしょにしてんだろ。
Don't talk back to me, you fucking whore. I bet your cunt's just dripping wet and dying for it. Nanase is a bona fide, preppy slut. Or so he thinks. You goofy gooberman. Get grip, man. So for all I know, this could be just another fetish of hers I don't know about.
こちとらもう金玉パンパンで我慢できねえんだよ。てめえの使い込まれたビッチマンコに小種注ぎ込まねえと収まんねえんだ。
My nuts are ready to explode and I'm not waiting any longer. I'm not gonna be satisfied till I spoon my load into your fucking hawk cunt.
そんな、いや
Wait, please stop. No, wait, I came here to procure an escape route. That's more important right now. It needs to be my priority. There's no point in concerning myself with that filthy slut whom I can barely even stand to be around.
安心しろよ。俺の一物はでかくていいところに当たるって女子たちには評判なんだぜ。
Don't worry, babe. All the other girls I fucked say my cock is huge and hits them in all the right places. Yeah, alright, man. Oh no. Well, normally, at least, that would be what I would be thinking. But...
なあ、知ってるか？射精するときにキュッて首を絞めると、膣がうにゅうにゅって動いて最高に気持ちいいんだよ。
Say, here's a little trivia for you. If I wring your throat while I'm nutting in you, your cunt will pulsate all the way around me. It's fucking sweet. What? But the look on her face. Oh no. Is one of unmistakable, genuine terror.
なあ、首絞められて、もう気持ちよくなってきただろう。
See, getting choked must be making you real hot for it, bitch.
安心しろ。すぐに俺のチンポのことしか考えられなくしてやるからよ。
Don't worry, in a moment you're not gonna be able to think about anything other than my cock. And then... what do they say again? I am the bone of my sword. And he goes full Tsurugi mode on him. Yeah. Let's go. I was looking for the Muramasa transformation Hitshin call-out phrase thing. That works as well, though. He just goes Hitshin and then goes full Kamen Rider mode. I mean, that, yeah, why not? Why not? And then, suddenly, as if on instinct, you motherfucker! Rider kick! Rider chop! Or whatever. My body takes action without a second's thought. Whoa. I jump onto that piece of shit and sock him right in his stupid face. Since he didn't see it coming, he can't deflect it, and he crashes into the surrounding desks. Yeah. What the fuck are you doing? Jag off. Nanase, let's get out of here. Right. Get back here, you fuck. Oi! Kurra! Temen da yo. No. Kurosuzo. Some shit like that. Oh, is that it? That ain't it. Oh, is it? Oni ni... Aute? Aute? Wa uni wo kiru. No, yeah. That's the one. Uni... What does that mean, though? I don't remember. Uni ni aute wa uni wo kiru. Hotoke ni aute wa hotoke wo kiru. Oops. Oh! I was reading that. Oh no. Oh shit to this. Did I fuck myself? I think I did. Whatever. I take Nanos' hand and bolt right out of there. What the hell was all that about? Even I don't know why I'm doing this. I thought you were supposed to be a slut who sleeps with anything that says yes. That's just everyone's misconception. The hell's that supposed to mean? I'm a transfer student too, alright? It's all just rumors and hearsay based on how I look. What the fuck? It's just easier to get away from people coming on to me if I play along with all that. Next time, fucking tell me that shit sooner. S, M, and H. interference in procreative activities is a violation of the perverted law. It is illegal and tantamount to a criminal act. Naturally, perpetrating this crime carries a punishment with it. The punishment of forced perverted sex. Ooh.
ちょっとあなたたちどうしたんですか廊下を走って。
Hey, you two, what do you think you're doing, running in the halls?
そいつら捕まえてくれ。生産的行動を邪魔して逃げやがった。
Stop those assholes. They've committed an act of interference procreative activities. And then he does that, wagging his finger at the air or whatever. Grrr. How could they? How could they? Shit. We blaze right past Hanamaru, running as fast as we can.
ちょっとこちら SS2 番隊ブラボー15非生産者の生徒が逃走中です。
Wait, this is B-15 FS 2nd Squad. Have just encountered non-procreating students attempting to escape.
確保の後速やかにドスケベエッジに移りますので応援願います。
We will need to commit them to perverted sex upon apprehension, requesting immediate backup. I can hear her radioing other squads for assistance. We're not going to have a way out if they surround us inside the school.
どうする？
やば。どうする? What do we do indeed? I don't know. I'm the one who broke the law, not you. Just get away on your own and save yourself.
そんなこと何言ってるのよ今さら。
Hell no, it's too late for that now. Nanase continues running right beside me. She seems to be confident in her running speed. Gotta think. Think! Brain. We're on the 4th floor now, so jumping out the window is probably a bad idea. And we need to get to the 1st floor to escape. We make it to the end of the corridor. There's stairs on either side of the building, so if you can just get down them from here.
待ちなさいあなたたち。私は SHO 特別小学生部隊その2番隊隊長を務めるものです。
Aye. Stop, you two. I'm the captain of the 2nd squad of the SHO Scholarship Student Unit. Most important to pronounce yourself as one of the scholarship people, of course. Just makes sense, really, if you think about it.
SS の権限を持ってあなたたちを非生産的行為の容疑で拘束します。
Under the jurisdiction of the FS, I'm apprehending you on suspicion of being non-procreators. There's 2 FS members waiting at the landing of the 3rd floor stairwell. We're trapped. Jun, Kuchi! Nanase leaps over the handrail of the stairs and jumps over the heads of the FS. Whoa. Japanese ninja style. The FS are dumbfounded. As is Jun probably, who's just plopping face first into the stairs because he wasn't ready for that shit at all. Like, whoa. What the? I don't know. Maybe he's ready. Maybe he's ready. I look back and see we have broken through.
なんてこと？マスじゃなくて裏をかくなんて。待ちなさい。
How dare you? Not going to come quietly, are we? Get that here. Not going to come quietly, huh? Sounds about right, huh? Sounds about right. They come to their senses and give chase. They're catching up to us. Their hands hover at attention over the holsters on their waists, but nothing more than that. Yeah, hopefully. Why won't they use their guns? Imagine running from the cops, and like one of the things that you have on your mind is like, shouldn't these guys just, I mean, they could just gun me down, right? Aren't they supposed to use them in situations like these? Jun, there's one FS member normally posted over there at this time. What? Shit, they're gonna box us in. Eat this! Out of desperation, I take the egg out of my pocket and hurl it upon the ground. Ow! What's this? A lubricant. I look behind me and see the two FS members on the floor. A classic. Seems like they slipped on the loop and fell. That worked better than I expected. Come on, let's keep going. Huh? FS students approach us from ahead. This time it's 3 of them. Giving them the slip will be impossible. Jun, this way. Follow me. I follow Nanase into a classroom off the side. Why'd you lead us in here? There's no way to escape from this room. Oh yes, there is. She suddenly opens the window and steps through it. What are you doing? When they were constructing the accessibility features, they forgot to take down the scaffolding here. I've been using it to get out to the left side of the building from here. That sounds like something that we should have noticed way earlier, but it's probably a big school, right? So yes, of course. What? We're close to the front gate from here, but from the ground level, this is a blind spot. They can't see us from outside. Never thought there'd be something like this here. But can you walk on this thing? You will be fine. I always went through here to get away from the Doskibuseks classes. She leads the way, nimbly walking along the scaffolding. I'm astonished. I never expected this from her. Is there scaffolding here? This is B1. The non-pro creators are armed, requesting immediate permission from the commander to use firearms. I see, so they need permission from the disciplinary committee chief to use them. Though I certainly don't have the time to be dwelling on that now. You're gonna tell me what we're supposed to do next? Damn. Most of the FS are at Lootland for the event, so there aren't many left. There's 1 at each entrance and 2 on each floor. Which still sounds like quite a lot of them, to be honest. But there's none stationed outside the school building. That's good. I see. So if we safely get down from here, we can escape through the front gate. Man, you've really done your homework. I haven't been running from them these last 2 years, just for show. Her twitching smile looks unusually promising. We make our way along the unsteady scaffolding and somehow make it down to the left side of the school building. Right, we just gotta make a beeline for the front gate now. Hide, Jun! We frantically dive into the bushes. I see 2 more FS members approaching. What are they doing here? Did they find us out? No one's supposed to know about this route. This is Bravo 15. I've arrived at the received location. No sign of non-procreators.
位置情報のズレが確認されたため、再取得後、直ちに捜索に入ります。
Will reconfirm the location to ensure the GPS data is correct. Then resume search. GPS data? Both of the FS members are fixated on the tablets. It looks like they're dependent on them somehow. Wait, that's it. Nanase, quick! Switch off your tablet.
わかった。でもどういうこと？
Okay. But why? It's the SHO app. It's always running in the background and transmitting your location data. I quickly switch off my own tablet. Nanasa's already managed to switch hers off quicker than me.
対象をロスト。直ちに目視での発見に努めます。
Target lost. We're gonna need visual confirmation on them ASAP. Right, I didn't complete my registration yet, so they wouldn't know who it is. At least we won't be found out immediately now. Still, what do we do?
どうにかしないと。
We have to do something. The color has totally drained from Nanasa's face as she nervously bites her lip. So much for getting to the rear gate now. With DFS surveying the entire area, we can't even leave the
こ
bushes.
ちらブラボー1、目標が降りたと思われる地点に間もなく到着。ローションのせいで歩きづらい。
This is Bravo 1, closing in on location where targets should have exited to ground level. This loop's really cramping my stride. We can hear her walking on the scaffolding.
こうなったらこのローションでおちんちんシコシコしながらたまたまなでなでしてしこたま射精させちゃうんだから覚悟しなさい非生産者。
I'm just gonna have to use all this loop to slide along your cock while I rub your nuts and make you bust it like you've never busted it before. You'd best say your prayers, non-procreating scum. Now that's a terrifying thought. If she's up on the scaffolding, she will be able to see us in the bushes from there. What do we do? That's all I can ask myself. Is there nothing we can do right now? We need some plan of attack to break through the situation. Didn't I spot something around this area a few days ago? The tunnel/hope? Or something like that? Was there anything else? I look up and see the second floor windows. Nani? You jumped through those before, but I don't see how that's helping right now. I jumped out of there and then... That shaft over there, get in quick.
ちょっと。
ちょっと. Very good, very good. But that was a lot. One moment. I see you, I see you. I see you, I see you, and then I go back to help. Common. But I'm still on this. Oh no. Oh, that's what happened. I'm silly. It's okay. I fixed it. But I also need a drink. My throat's getting kinda fucked now. It's been 2 hours. Wait, can you hear that? Why is the cat here now? Scratching on my door. Crazy creature. Everything happening at once. I cannot believe it. One moment. Oh heck man, oh heck man. Me accidentally going full screen into my throat going like erg. Please one break, please. Followed by Miss Kitty Cat scratching on my door. Aye 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 aye. Booped her nose, patted her head, yeeted her into another room. I hope that'll do it. Teh. Yeah. Hope that'll do it. We're on the run. Bit of an awkward break. Yush. But it's okay. It's okay. Anyway, moving on. In 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Diving into the shaft. Yes. We both dive into the shaft just as the FS reaches where we were hiding. After turning off our tablets for GPS reasons. Yush.
何この穴。私も見たことがない。こんなものが学園にあったの？
What is this hole? I've never seen it before. So the school had such a thing?
こちらブラボー1、目標を確認できず。けど、この辺りにいるはずよ。探しなさい。
This is Bravo 1. No sign of the targets, but they must be in this area. Continuing search. Can you keep going? We have to go deeper here.
先には続いてるみたいだけど、暗くてジメジメしてて。
It continues on further, but it's dark and clammy. We can't worry about that now. Let's go. Crouching down, the hole is just wide enough for us to go through, and we proceed slowly. What on earth is this hole? The hole is sturdier than I would have imagined and doesn't look like it's in any danger of caving in. Wait, I thought I went through this before? Maybe not. What's more, the further we walk, the bigger the hole gets. Soon enough, it's high enough for us to stand upright without our heads touching the top. No. I don't think we went through this before. I thought we did. But I guess we didn't. Whoops. What the hell? The secret sex cave has been discovered. Achievement get. Or something. What is this place? We come to a huge stone cave.
何かしらこの穴。誰か懐中電灯を持ってきて。
Huh? What's this hole doing here? Somebody bring me a flashlight, quick. They don't know about it either? I guess that kinda makes sense, but like, what? There's just this cave under the school? If they corner us here, there will be no escape. We keep proceeding without any particular plan. We climb over some boulders and some footing that can't quite be called a path. Then... Uh-oh. A dead end! We come to a large expanse of rock with no way to move forward. Whoa. And then the music pops in. Fucking hell. Now what?
今、向こうから足音が聞こえたわ。ラン、ついてきなさい。
I heard footsteps up ahead. Run, follow me. Here they come. The FS second squad captain is catching up to us.
チュン、見てここ。何かしら、ドアノブみたいだけど。
Jun, look at this. It kinda seems like a doorknob or something. There's something looking like a handle protruding from the expanse of rock. What the hell? Well, nothing ventured. Clutching at straws, I try turning it. But it doesn't turn. Almost like it's locked. You gotta be shitting me.
観念して出てきなさい。あなたたちには色鎮刑が処されるでしょう。
Just give yourselves up. You're next in line for the guillotine punishment. Yippee! Another thing that bounces up and down just like an elevator, huh? I see, I get it now.
それを素直に受け入れることが素晴らしいドスケベ生活への第一歩なのです。
Obediently accepting that will be your first step towards a gloriously perverted lifestyle. Go piss up a rope. I'm not getting on your goddamn guillotine. Our pursuers are approaching. They will be here shortly. So why won't the stupid thing open?
そのために私も一肌脱ぎましょう。
I will even get undressed for the occasion.
こういう暗がりでゴムなしのローションエッチするのってむちゃくちゃ燃えちゃうんだから。
Just imagining going looped up raw dog in the dark with you is making me really hot. Am I going to be graped here? Oh man. At least you won't have like 15 passerbys watching you, I suppose. But then again, in a weird, damp, cold cave, I don't know. The song gives me the feelies. Doesn't sound very cavey. And the piano gives me a little bit of Shiranagasu, even. Partially because I don't have better comparisons, but also because like would kind of fit like a detective type thing. Yeah. Am I going to lose my cherry to that looped up human sex machine of a girl? Along with my pride and my dignity. With no regard whatsoever for my past traumas and my own personal complex. Am I going to lose a major part of my life all over again? You think I'll just sit back and let this happen to me? Well, fuck that. I pound my fist on the stone wall. That instant, I hear a faint electronic noise like that of something being powered up. It's Tsurugi time. He's gonna go crazy modo. And then... What? You there? I can hear something. A voice ringing out almost like it's coming from a speaker. Nani imano? The origin of the voice is most likely on the other side of the stone wall in front of us. Whatever. Answer this question. Do you support the SHO? What? Answer. Do you support the SHO and the laws of this island? Well, I feel like getting shot for being a non-procreator is a little bit crazy. But other than that, I mean, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. But like, yeah. If I did, I wouldn't be trying to escape from them by running all the way down here. I unconsciously grow angry and shout at the voice. In that case, I have one more question. Do you oppose the perverted sex law of this island? You're goddamn right I do. You think I'd support such an idiotic law? Even if the whole country accepts it, I never will. Well, I'll never accept it. Endorsement of perverted sex is something I will never ever accept. Such youthful pride and naive arrogance, but I admire your spirited nature. Huh? The man's voice laughs in amusement from the speaker.
幾重にも辛酸をなめ、七難八苦を超え、観難辛苦の果て、満願成就に至る。
Manganjoso? Did I hear that right? Experience repeated hardships, overcome numerous difficulties, and finally attain the fulfillment of your goals through your trials and tribulations.
果たせるかな、戦士は。ここに現れた。しからば貴様には、この扉を開く権利がある。
Damn. You, warrior who would come before my eyes, can you bring such a path to fruition? So you have earned the right to pass through this door. What's that supposed to mean? Whoa! And the door slams open. Uso! Whoa! It's a trapdoor, actually. Monka. Bunch of dots. Dot, 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 dot.
やっと着いたわ。覚悟しなさい。
Here we come. Hope you've made your peace. Fiends? Criminal scum?
あれ、行き止まり。これは岩の壁だし、先には進めない。中隊長、本当にこちらだったんですか？
Huh? A dead end? There's just a stone wall here. There's no way forward, Captain. Are you quite sure it was this way?
おかしいわね。確かにこっちから声が聞こえたはずなのに。
That's odd. I could have sworn I heard voices from here. Whoa. Yippee! Waiting. Waiting? Waiting. I stumble into the room on the other side of the door, and it's looking kind of high-tech in here. Looks like we actually have multiple 3D printers, if that's what those are. Probably are. Would explain what's over here in the back. The Goon Cave. What the heck? The secret... I don't even know, man. The secret sex toy creation lab or whatever. The lights all turn on at once. My eyes, having grown accustomed to the dark, now slowly grow accustomed to the light. Wow. Wow, indeed. And now we're chilling. With some guitar in the back.
何よこれ。
What is this place? In front of us is a mass of high-tech equipment. The newest and best in... whatever sex sleeves, as they call them, are made of printing machines. Very nice. There's a hardware scattered throughout the room, seemingly capable enough for everything from experimentation to development. In the corner I can see a PC standing next to a top-of-the-range 3D printer. And on the other side of it there's a huge board equipped with the bleeding edge of touch-operated UI panels, seemingly used for Z-axis design. Nani? This has to be Himitsukichi Yone. Kichi, woman. They're cooking some crazy stuff in here though.
気に入ってもらえたか。
Have I captured your interest? It's the Master Guna. Oji-san Guna. of the Ghoul Cave. Of the Great Beyond, or whatever. A picture suddenly appears in the monitor in the middle of the board. I can somewhat make out the figure of an old man, but the picture is too distorted to see his face clearly. Where are we?
ここは貴様らの学園の地下だ。
You are underground, directly beneath where your school stands.
地下ですって？うちの学園にそんなものがあるなんて聞いたこと。
Underground? I didn't get the memo that our school had a place like this.
知るはずもなかろう。地下といっても学園によって作られたものではない。ここは昔、旧帝国陸軍が実験場として使っていた施設だ。
Okay. You are not meant to know. This place was not constructed as part of your school. It was used as a laboratory by the former Imperial Army long ago.
無論当時のままではない。わしが全てを最新のものに改装し、身の付き学園バリアフリー化に際し、こことつなげ。
Barrier free. Naruhodo. Now, of course, that is no longer the case, so I refurbished it with the latest technology. When Minutsuki Academy was constructing the accessibility features, I was able to connect this place to the school.
こことつなげたって、じゃあ学園から地下に来られるってこと？
You connected it. Does that mean we can get here directly from the school?
さよう。
Sayo.
戦士の基
Very
地に
nice.
はなりえまい。
Correct. Otherwise, warriors could not establish a base here. Warriors?
そうだ。ここは青蘭島および SHO に反旗を翻す何者かが訪れることを見越して整えていた。
Yes. I envisioned people would wish to revolt against Sedan Island and the SHO, so I established this facility with that in mind.
この島が生んだ誤謬を正し、休民再生の志を持った戦士。そのための作戦基地なのだ。
This is a base of operations for warriors, with the will to erase the calamity created on this island and to protect its citizens. With all the facilities here, we could both amass weaponry and devise battle strategies. It's no longer impossible to fight them head-on with this. Do you mean you've invited us here to this base of operations?
さよう。
Sayo.
この設備を
I'll
使
say that every
い
time.
SHO を打倒してもらいたい。
Indeed, it is my wish that you use this facility to overthrow the SHO.
打倒って SHO を倒せって？
Overthrow them? Like, actually take down the SHO?
無論、そのための資金援助はこちらがする。万事を従前に与えると保証しよう。
Muron, I shall provide you with the ample amount of funding needed to do so. Everything possible you may need, I assure you, I am able to procure. AKs, machine gun, shotgun, RPG, whatever else there is. Crazy. In other words, you will be acting as our patron.
無茶すぎるわ、あんな大きな組織。
No way, that organization's just too big to. It silenced Nanase and... I silenced Nanase and signaled to him to continue.
ああ、そのためにこちらから提示する条件はただ一つ。
Yes, I ask of you only one thing in return.
ことよせ文の、そう呼ばれる少女、どの組織よりも早く見つけ出し、保護することだ。
A girl named Fumino Kotoyose. I ask of you to find this girl before any other organization does and to shelter her. Fumino Kotoyose. Naruhodo. Shelter? What do you mean? Why do we have to shelter her?
というか、その、どういうことなの？その子は一体何なの？
Well, actually, what's the reason for doing this? Who on earth is this girl?
この娘はこの島のドスケベ条例を根本から覆す可能性を持つ存在だ。
Whoa. This girl holds the power to fundamentally bring down the perverted sex law on this island. What? There is a person who has that kind of power. Impossible. It must be lies. Fundamentally bring it down. There's someone out there who can do that? Someone who can just shut down the perverted sex law.
この基地はドスケベ条例を瓦解させるための共闘補となるであろう。
This base shall become the bridgehead which shall bring down that law. Is this old guy for real?
望んでいたのではないのか。ここへ逃げてきた少年よ。
You, young one who came running to this place, is that not what you wish for? Well, that would help a lot. Helps a lot with protecting my sister, actually, but, going a little bit beyond of what I had planned initially, I suppose. But, that would help. That would make things easier, probably. He's right.
本当は望んでいたのではないか。逃げるのではなく、戦うための術を手にすることを。
Is that not what you truly desire, young one? I'm thinking for a funny, but it's not coming together. Doskebe shonen. But like, he's not Doskebe, so that's like, Also, oh my goodness. Oop, caught a stream. Soap Nike. Hello, minasan. This is Doskebe's X time. Nani? ちょっと待って。This? Is that not what you truly desire? Not to merely run from the enemy, but to be gifted the means to fight back against them. Huh. Probably. It's what I've always longed for.
SHO から逃げる者よ。ただ吠えるだけの奴隷よ。
Damn. You can flee from the SHO all you like, but that makes you naught but a slave barking at your captors. A means to oppose this insane island?
少数を捨ておき、人の心を踏みにじるこの条例を憎んでいるのではないか。
Do you not despise this law, which disregards and tramples on the rights of minorities? Minorities, huh? Facilities to fight the FS and SHO.
性の搾取を金に換えるだけの条例を破壊したいと思っているのではないのか。
Do you not wish to destroy this law, whose sole purpose is to exploit sex for capitalistic profit? Capitalism? Is that what's going on here? I was not aware of that yet. I thought they were just, I don't know, doing this to do this. Profit, huh? Big money, huh? Okay. And the power to crush the perverted sex law. Very nice.
ああ、もう急にいろんなことがあって頭が痛くなってきた。ねえ、ジュン、ここは。
No, this is too much information for me. I'm stupid. I'm just a slut, man. Women. I'm starting to get a headache. Come on, Jun. Let's just get... Sasuga, crazy Oji-san. I see we are like-minded individuals.
ジュン
Jun? What the? Okay, bro. He's going crazy.
ちょっとジュンどうしちゃったの？キャパシティオーバーしてこれまで以上に頭が変になったわけ？
Wait, Jun, what's gotten into you? Is the information overload making you go nutty? Yes, of course. その通りだ。
何認めてんのよ。で、全然話聞いてないわね。
You're not supposed to say yes to that. Forget it. He's not even listening to me. Now I can escape from the perversion. Now I can protect my sister from the perversion. And now I will start cranking my shit, man. Now I can even fight the perversion.
返事を聞かせてもらおう。
Permit me to hear your response. And this is where this crazy Oji-san has to force this guy to do the Muramasa poem. Not the Henshin phrase, but like the where there are demons, I slay them. Oh my goodness, I just remembered. But now I'm remembering the wrong thing. I want the green text, you know, that sometimes happened at the beginning. Where it's like literally like the whole poem and not just where there are demons, I must kill Henshin. But yes. Chat-to-kyun. Funky dear moments, Aro. Very nice. These emotes are low-key goated. Are they? Dead aside, how do I like the game so far? We have kind of just finally met another character, and it's an old man. Shady old man at that, who has set up like this whole Goon cave right here. I was kind of looking forward to meeting like a cute, nice young maiden or something, to be honest. So that's a bit of an L. That aside though, this is pretty good. I think I've been pretty positive about my what I've been saying about this so far, cause it has like a bunch of little its and bits that are pretty cool. In terms of like animation and like all that stuff, bunch of backgrounds and expressions and like all that stuff. It's way beyond what Muramasa ever did, I think. It reminds me as well of like those crazy glasses that he had at the very beginning with like the crazy graphical user interface and whatnot. But yeah, it's pretty good so far, Not all too much has happened within these here first 6 episodes. Again, this old man could be like the first new character in like 3 episodes, maybe. But it makes a little bit of sense. We just got to know Nanase and our Imoto-kyun. And there are some others, like the FS and SHO people, who are calling us criminal scum all the time. But we're always on the run from them, so... Yep. Sunbeam time, or whatever. Anyway, permit me to hear your response. Ditto. You've got a deal. So from this moment on, I shall gather together allies. Okay. Allies with one common goal in mind. To oppose our enemy together. I will destroy the SHO. And then start cranking it. And then I don't know. That makes sense. Crush the perverted sex law. Because of course, yes. I forgot. But they dropped the nuke on us. And it was that. Gruppo. I'm assuming this is kinda bugged again. They're playing one of those silly videos again. Why is this happening now again? Like episode 6, man. Oh damn, they showed the bike. What? That's illegal. Smooching with the evil ones. Oi, oi. They had the anime opening ready already. That's crazy. Dot 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 dot. What was that, man? Where did bro have a trailer set up for this? That's crazy. Oh man. That's epic. That's epic. Again, kinda messed up that I'm only seeing this now, but yippee! This probably means we're entering stage 2. Or some shit like that, I don't know. More dots, 6 of them. Nanny. I wake to the sound of the alarm clock. Frig. It's okay. We can do like 5 more minutes. It's not a problem. But I was like, usually this would be where I end then. But okay. The alarm clock. It's a quite familiar sound, since I've been using it for 10 years now. Okay. When I got my own room, they told me you're an adult now, so you can wake up on your own, and they gave me an alarm clock to go with it. Are we back in the past? Or something? Or what is this? Is the censorship new tech? What does thou mean by that? I wonder. I remember being incredibly happy when I learned that adults wake up by themselves. I finally hit the button to stop the alarm. Hinami. I feel like that was not the name of the young lady that we were supposed to shelter. Was it? Maybe I'm cooked already. I stretch a little and squirm around to get out of bed. Thus, the curtain has risen on yet another uneventful, ordinary day.
ひなみ、起きたの？そろそろ朝ごはん食べにいらっしゃい。
Hinami's Oka-san. Hinami, are you awake yet? Come down and have breakfast.
わかった、お母さん。
Wakata, Oka-san. Let's breakfast. I take off my pajamas and change into my uniform. I always go straight to school after eating breakfast, so I'll get prepared now.
ああ、髪髪。ブラッシングしてかなきゃ。
Oh. Ooh. Ah, my hair. I gotta brush this right away. We are the tiny one. With the long hair. Me sitting here in silence, thinking about what this means. I kinda had the thought that from both the trailer and what the old man said, that maybe since she's the only one from the trailer just now, there probably was another one that we haven't seen that was only there for like a short amount of time. But I don't know. But maybe that she was the one that we maybe would have to shelter? But Hinami wasn't her name though. Maybe it was. Maybe it was. The heavens know. I don't. Unlucky. Hair, brush it right away. Yes. I always seem to get terrible bedhead, so I have to be diligent with keeping it tidy. But not much more than that. Our school's appearance code is pretty lax, and even though my classmates wear makeup, I don't. I'm not all that fond of looking in the mirror. So even without checking my reflection, I've got pretty good at brushing my hair. With hair that long, that probably can be considered a skill. Most dudes would probably be like, I can do that too. But they probably don't really have all that much to brush to begin with. But it could just be a glueless maloid who doesn't understand.
そんなもんかな。大丈夫だよね。
Nice. Let's see. Yep, that should do it. I look up at my bangs as I pat my head and nod. I'm ready now.
どうしたの？遅刻しちゃうわよ。
Dostano, you're going to be late. Was much more distracted than I had thought. I need to hurry up, eat my breakfast, and get my butt. I know that's right. To school.
あ、ちょっと、まだ完了じゃなかった。これ忘れちゃダメだよ。
What the? Guess I'm not actually ready. Can't forget this thing. Good grief, I'm such a scatterbrain. I finally leave my room while muttering my own annoyance to myself. Clutching my usual folding chair. In hand this time. Can't forget your holding chair? Nani? Obviously, this is just a... the language has left me, I'm sorry. Insert wrestling jokes, because folding chair, you know. A staple! Yush, that's the one. But now I've ruined it already. Clearly this is just a staple for every aspiring wrestler. Blah blah blah. Good job, Emke. Wow. In hand this time. Yep. Maybe. She's our neighbor. Oh, what does this mean? Same road and everything. Interesting, interesting. I wave to Mom, who's seeing me off, and close the entryway door. It's another scorcher today. I doubt anyone would argue if you said this kind of weather screams summertime. It seemed to become July before I even knew it this year. The sun's rays practically tingle on my skin, and the whole town feels incredibly hot and humid. Yeah, the top of my head's sizzling right now. I remember Dad once told me that since there aren't many tall buildings on this island, the sunshine feels more intense here than in Tokyo. I've never left I have never left this island, so I wouldn't know, but I totally look up to my dad, with all the worldly knowledge he has. That said, I definitely am curious about Tokyo, the heart of Japan. I do wonder what the people who live there are like. But I really love this island with its huge pretty blue sea and its green mountains. If nothing changes about this place, I'm sure I will live here right up until my twilight years. On the Sex Island, but of course. Yeah, I love this island to bits and pieces. Demo. Doskebe Sex. Utsukushi. No, fuck. No. Difficult? Mendokusai is annoying or some shit like that. Oh, similar. I was so close, man. Nihongonese, man. I can't. I am stupid. The feeling sure as heck doesn't seem to be mutual. Oh, Kami-sama. What?
普通の通学路でおちんちん入れられちゃってる。ズボズボいやらしく音立てちゃってる。
Ambushed and penetrated by a wild cock on my regular walk to school. I can hear it going in and out of me. Alrighty then.
この何でもない日常で青缶決めるのも野外の醍醐味だろうが、また開け足上げろハラメオラ。
Why do all of the males have to be like this though? Man. What better way to spend a dull morning outdoors than with a little outdoor sex? Spread your legs and get pregnant, bitch. What the helly? I slip past the people, minimizing my presence to make sure I'm not noticed. Then I step out of the narrow alleyway and make a right turn. Munka. There it is. There's a little bit of butt still left, but that's okay. That's alright. In front of me, I see the big blue, beautiful ocean, and also.
まだ行き足りないの？ほら行っちゃえ。女の子に上に乗られてアヘアヘしながら行っちゃえ。
You're still not coming yet? Come on, come already. Let me see your face spaz out while I ride on top of you and make you busted.
おチープ大好きなんです全身がマンコになる
Man. What she said or whatever. A gigantic crowd of people. And a horizontal banner flapping in the breeze. The phrase, "Come to Sexy Seiran Island," emblazoned upon it. I grip the handle of my bag in both hands as I step through the crowd of people. It's not even summer vacation yet, but the Nukitashi is packed. Men and women alike, all naked and entwined in the throes of wild sex. Why, you ask? Well, there's a pretty straightforward reason. On this here island, perverted sex is actively encouraged. Well, that was a pretty quick description of that one. I finally made it to school. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? No. I do have to say though, it's been like almost 3 hours. I think we got a little bit of an introduction of this here new character. Very nice, very cute. Canon. Yippee! Again, she probably is going to be the one that we have to protect / shelter for the old man. But I'm not so sure. But she seems quite uncomfortable. But she likes the island though. It's just, you know, there's this one little minor detail that she's just not too much of a fan of, you know. So, Yush. Does your throat also go bad reading for hours and hours on end? Little bit, yeah. I've been through worse. I am a hardened soldier. When it comes to that stuff, it's just I don't really usually like use my voice at all ever. You know, I enjoy the silence within my very own cave here at home. So a little bit, yeah. But also I just want to keep it shorter and not go crazy as I did with Muramasa. Because partially with Muramasa there was like, sometimes I was like, yeah, today I'm gonna grind. But then it was like, today I'm gonna grind for the 15th time and I'm still only like, hopefully halfway through. But this one should not be as bad as that, so I'll just keep it to like shorter sessions. Which also makes more sense because, you know, I'm not necessarily everyone's Kamiyoshi. So, people can be here, have a laugh, have a giggle, and then go back to the top G crankers out there, you know. But I'm just having like an occasional sip of my good old war. Helps a lot, obviously. But I'm sure that's like a common bit of advice for people who talk a lot. This music is new as well, by the way, I think. It might not be, but now that it's been playing for a little bit, the jazzy whatever drums in the background are kind of like, this seems new. So hip and chipper, or whatever. Kinda just saved as well, but whatever. Page 2, no data, yes data. What? Do flat girls? Doctor Hakase. Do flat girls make it to school? I don't know. Heroes Reborn. I did not even notice that. Huh. hope we're gonna make a little bit of a run around and go back to Kamen no Kuni. Hey. But we probably won't. Anyway, that's probably episode 6 of this here Nukitashi read-through. Very nice. Very cool, very epic, very pog. New stuff ahead, obviously. We just discovered the Goon Cave, the Goon Master, Sensei of Goon. And I imagine if we're going through this from a new character's perspective now, it's gonna take a little bit until we go back to Junosuke and him excitingly mentioning the Goon Cave to Imoto-kyun. Yeah. But yeah, next time, episode 7, probably some epic new stuff, I would guess. Could be cool. Yes. Anyway. Emke Ch is now gonna head off. Probably watch some spicy, probably not anime. That's gonna be nice, I hope, unless I magically end up wasting like 2 hours trying to figure out what I'm even going to watch tonight. That would just ruin everything. And then next time could honestly be tomorrow, but I feel like Tuesday is a little bit more likely. Always have like a day in between, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, thanks for stop by, thanks for chat-kun, thanks for like and subscribe. Smile. Yeah. I'll see you then. I'll see you then. I'll see you around and whatnot. Maybe even with like the chat box, chat window. Not really necessary at all, but actually I don't know. Does YouTube keep like the chat if you rewatch like a stream? In that case, I wouldn't even need it, but I don't know. I'll have to check that out maybe. But yeah. Until next time, stay genki desu ka and enjoy good night. Bye bye. Bye bye. Emke out.